Hi.
What's up? What's up? What's up? It is 4:20 on the mountains.
Woo, woo.
Woo.
Happy 420.
I'm on the vaporizer today.
I'm not ready. Yeah, I'm not ready at all.
I don't even know.
Um,
Am I even charged?
Technical difficulties on the
Oh,
stoner front. Everything's just the lead. I was like, I'm just now typing the show notes. Wednesdays are for Wednesdaying. You put Mondays are for Mondaying. So
I thought I started some, but I don't know where the fuck I put them.
that's okay. I'll just put it here for.
I made a copy of the Monday ones. Or no, maybe at the last Wednesday ones. What's up, everybody? If you're here, say hello in the comment section. We'd love to see you. If you're not here, I hope you join us soon. It's about that time. You're about to get highly educated with the Cannabis Closet podcast with Canna Queen and MJ. This is an adult content show with no limitations on subject, language, or actions. Opinions, views, and expressions may or may not be that of the hosts, their guests, their subsidiaries. And if you aren't sure, don't worry. We will tell you. Or you could take a good look at our faces. They'll probably tell you first. It's time to get this session started. Thanks for rolling up and showing up, and we hope you enjoyed the show. Woo. What's up,
Hello.
Indica? What's up? What's up? Hey, Missouri. We're coming to Missouri next week. We're planning a debate for Amendment 3 next week on the 19th, which is Wednesday's show. Yes. Have everybody come in. We just got here. Do we have a Wednesday show planned? Sort of, not really, kind of, a little bit. I'm just going to be like real honest.
Wednesday?
Today is Wednesday. I'm gonna be real
Today's
honest with you. I'm not at home right now. I'm on the road, and we have been I don't want to say balls to the wall, but pretty much like that. Let's find a better, more
mile a minute.
Well, I don't know. Let's see. I don't know. We'll figure it out.
Moving and grooving. We have been moving and grooving, y'all.
Yeah. I don't want to use something common. I was actually just trying to change balls to the walls to something more womanly. That's what I was trying to do. Yeah, get them in here. Nate Bowman, if you come in here, I'm going to need you to answer my emails. We need 2 more people on the yes side for this debate. The debate's going to be held in St. Louis, but we will still be doing things virtually as well. So we will have virtual option for anybody who wants to join us. We've been seeing a lot of the posts that you guys have been putting out there on both sides. We do have 3 people lined up right now. I'm just waiting on one more yes from one more person on the vote no side of this debate. And we would like, if anybody is on the fence, if you know anybody is on the fence that would like to join us, we would love to have a couple people who aren't quite sure and have some questions that they need answered so that that would help them make their decision. So the reason we want that is because just full transparency, we've read it and what's up, Libby? We've read it and we've seen a lot of the posts and we've seen a lot of both sides of the arguments, and we've kind of, I mean, at least I have, I'll speak for me personally. I know what decision I would make if I lived in Missouri, but our vote doesn't count. And so because of that, I think that it would be helpful to have somebody who's not sure, who doesn't have a bias one way or another.
I know there's polls and everything. I feel like, we are limited to the group that we see, yes. And of course the algorithms work the way that they do.
They do, but also I'm in a group that is also on the other side of that argument that, thinks the other way. So I like to see both sides of the argument, but I feel the way I feel about it. But I don't want to say that here I've said it in past shows if you want to go back and watch, but I don't want to say it as we get closer to this debate, because I really do want an open and transparent conversation. And I don't want my opinion of things to skew somebody's decision one way or another. I want there to be a fair opportunity to have a real clear and concise debate.
Yeah. So definitely. So we're calling out, to everybody that, has anyone that's voting in Missouri, have them listen in. Everyone is getting certain things from certain people. And, we want to offer that open debate about what people are hearing, what people are seeing, and what is actually, what this amendment actually means. And again, I don't think it's clear to the public that there's a difference between a constitutional amendment and just adding, a regulation or, whatever, I guess, whatever.
They're calling it, what did they call it in, it was in Nebraska, right? No, sorry. It was in North Dakota, right?
Dakota, yeah.
The N was in my name, and I was like, there we go. We'll just type that in and see. Division.
Yeah. And things indica, that's exactly what we are trying to provide this platform for, is that we know that we have seen people that are supporting it, and we definitely have seen those that are against. And so we want people to again, all Missourians to understand what's going on and what you're really voting for. When when we say, yes, some of these parts are good, but some of it really might really limit some others. So it's again, I think that what is put, we get a few sentences on our social media to really get our point across. This will give people the opportunity to really listen and get some feedback from people from your state, Missouri. These are people that we have been, listening and cultivating. What's up, Schnooks? And hopefully, really get a good audience. We're looking for live audience too.
Yes,
so if you can join us, if you can join us, we don't. I think that's our, what we're working on next is where we're going to be setting up, where all this is going to happen. All of this is going to be falling into place these past couple of, even just in these past few days, which is why we have been, whatever. Perfect. We're going to come up with a new phrase to replace, balls to the wall.
Tits to the what? I don't know. That's what I'm thinking.
I was going to say badge to the something, but.
Yes. Awesome. So Nate, I'm going to check that response as soon as we get off the show, and I'll respond to you, and we'll set everything up. So hopefully that response was a positive response. And then we would need one more individual on the panel. I think I'm trying to get, am I right about this name? John Payne. I think I'm trying to get contact information for John Payne. And so if we can get contact information for John Payne in our inbox, that would be lovely, because we would love to invite this person. I've been told that, yes, thank you. That this person, I've been told, would be maybe a person that would come and have the conversation. So we just need one more person, potentially two, because I haven't read that email yet. But I think we'll just need one more person on the vote yes side, and I'm waiting on a response from one person on the vote no side. So we might need one more person on the vote no side. I want it to be understood too that the people that are coming to have this conversation about vote yes or vote no for this amendment are both proponents of cannabis. Both sides are advocates for cannabis and cannabis legalization. So all of the people that are coming on to this panel to have this conversation all do want safe access for the public, right? But there's some disagreement about how that happens, and that's why we're having the debate. So that's why we want to talk about Amendment 3 and what's good, what's bad, what's, and you know, the ugly stuff. But we are going to be respectful. We are going to answer questions that are brought to the table. I mean, y'all can dodge them if you want to, but the audience is going to definitely know that and see that. But yeah, we're going to be respectful and professionals and have a real adult conversation, because this is very important to the public. This is very important and is really going to make people think about how they're going to vote. And it could change everything for Missouri, good, bad, or ugly. So yeah, I'm excited for it, and I'm excited that we're going to be in Missouri for it. I literally can't wait. What's up, Hawaii? We are Hawaii.
I
okay,
know,
so
Hawaii vibes, right? Like,
I just want to say, I just want to put this on record. I want to put this on record. If anybody, I mean, don't be creepy, because I don't want to end up on Dateline. I'm too young right now. Like, so like, seriously, don't be creepy.
Terms. Dateline
like,
on your terms.
Literally, I never been to Hawaii. I would love to visit Hawaii. I would love some island vibes. I would love some island vibes. I've also never been to Jamaica or Australia, or what's up, Lisa? There's several places I'd love to go back to. Greece. So, you know,
Yeah,
I'm
we're
just
gonna,
saying,
like I said, we're putting
put
it
it
on
out there.
our lists. Yep, we're putting on our manifestation list.
I mean,
Whether
I'll
it's
pay for
a
some of that, but
retreat,
I'd like to
like,
not pay
come
for
on.
any of it.
No, we can do. We're gonna start lining up retreats. We're gonna grow this
Write
shit.
it off as a business expense.
We're gonna sales meetings, retreats, things are gonna be happening.
Well, I'll tell you, Indica. I'll tell you, Indica, that definitely maybe be a part of our studio audience and ask the hard questions and get the real raw deal answer. Like, if you have a even if you have a definitive way that you're thinking about Amendment 3, if you're a sturdy like vote no, or you're a sturdy vote yes, even if you're that, you still have points that you're like, well, explain to me this then, you know? And so then we could have both sides explain to you this thing, you know?
Yeah.
So I love it. So I'm excited. We're going to be there next week. We were just talking about our dates. The show is on the 19th. We're working on a space to have it in. We do have a nice Airbnb spot lined up that is, it's nice, and I think we could get a few people in there for like a studio audience, especially there's like an upstairs open space. But also there's like a potential Wi-Fi situation there. And also it's an Airbnb. So, you know, like we're living there for the week too. So it would be like, you know what I'm saying? Maybe a small after gathering or something.
Ooh, that would be great. Yeah.
Yeah. So we might do something like that and and hook something like that up. But, yeah, maybe we need a space. I have not gotten in touch with Brennan yet. I know that he's extremely busy right now. And I know that also he's having a town hall on October 24th. Mm-hmm. If anybody would like to go to that town hall and go live with us while it happens, we'll mute everything and we will run that town hall live. Of course, I could reach out to Brennan and make sure he's okay with that. So did you say coming? Okay. So he's a yes, because he hasn't responded to me. I don't think, has he responded to me? Maybe he thumbs up to me and I just didn't realize it. So I'll just go double check. The time is always 5:20 Central Time. We are here every Monday and Wednesday at 5:20 Central Time, Missouri. And we love you guys. We cover you guys a lot. We are also interested in covering the other states where the rest of you are from. So we are working to get in touch with individuals who understand what's going on in your space in cannabis. And if you know somebody or have a suggestion for somebody in your state that you would like to see on the show, then let us know, and we will definitely and put our attentions there. We do a lot of business in Missouri, and we have a lot of literally there are people that come in this feed that we know personally, and we've had dinner with, and some like stayed at an Airbnb with some people, and so we're really invested in what goes on there, and we would like to be as invested in what's going on in your state as well. So let's make that happen as a team. Woo, go team.
Woo, go team. We want everyone to be as educated as possible. I think that especially, for me, as election time comes around, you start seeing all these like mailers coming in and what you're supposed to do. I got the big blue book of, things that we're voting on.
Yeah. Oh, the word I was looking for is measure. It's a measure in the Dakotas. So they're passing measures, not amendments to their constitution. So it has nothing to do with their constitution. It's just a legal measure that they're passing, or regulation, if you will.
Regulations, right? Yeah. And a big difference, we talk about things that are harder to change, or things that get omitted, and then the hoops that people are like, oh, get it done now, and that way, but change it later. But that's the thing, is that when we're talking about things like this, it is harder to change these things later, and so then we're sitting, then again, is this progress, or is this keeping us still, or pushing us back? So I don't know, something to consider when we talk about constitutional amendment versus regulation,
or
addition,
legislative measure is
legislative
what
measure. And
which
so,
each new legislator can come in and kind of fuck with.
Yeah, exactly. So it's like
So when it's an amendment, though, it's an amendment to your constitution, and that takes a lot more work to change. And so that's the conversation. That's literally the conversation. It's not whether or not cannabis should be legal in the state of Missouri. We all think it should. It's whether or not this amendment is going to be good for Missouri. And we want to hear both sides, and we want to give both sides an opportunity to explain why this would be the best thing to do for Missouri right now in 2022. Mm-hmm.
Yep. And while we're talking about that, look at who your representatives and who you're voting
Please.
on. If there is changes happening, because your representatives are your representatives. You want to make sure that they're at least saying that they're in line with your values, or you can at least, at least if they sway from them a little bit, they got you somehow.
Yeah, because wasn't there that one? What was her name? I don't even know. Was she in Arizona? Maybe there was that one Senate. She's a congresswoman, and she was very progressive on her platform. And I would love it if Ron Hicks joined us. She was very progressive on her platform, and progressives went out and supported her. And then when she got into office, she fucking flipped a switch.
Right. And that's the fun things about politicians, right? Like, they can say that this is their platform and this is what they're going to stand by, and say all the words that are going to grab your votes, and then they don't have to, unless you hold them accountable. I guess
you gotta hold them accountable.
You have to hold them accountable.
Absolutely.
And so when things like that, then certainly we have to be more vocal. We can't just let these key things just it'll be fine. Complacency is not grand, y'all.
Right. Yeah. So when we're talking about passing an amendment, then we want to talk about that's literally why we want to have this debate, because passing an amendment is a big deal. It's a big thing, and it's not going to change with any easy stroke of a pen or anything like that once it's in there. So that's why we want to have the conversation. we'd love to, you know what? We would love to also have this conversation in Arkansas. So I don't know if y'all know anybody in Arkansas, or if we got anybody that is listening that is from Arkansas that can put us in touch with the vote yes, vote no, and we can see why they feel this way. But in particular, one of the things that we read about Arkansas the other day was that they are going to charge an initial 10% tax. So I say initial because each then city or what do you call it, county, can then also add a tax. So like around here, I think it's like 27% or something like that, because
it varies by county as well.
Yeah.
You know.
So the initial tax is 10% in Arkansas. That's the starting tax. And then the way that money is going to be distributed is a 15%, 10%, and 5% distribution in this order. They're giving 15% to police organization if they pass like their good conduct test or whatever.
Yes,
it's a stipend for good conduct. And then
for their certification.
10% of that tax is going to like a medical school for research and development, and then 5% is going to like community programs. So you know how we feel about it. We feel like they got that backwards. First of all, why are the cops getting money from weed? They've been making money off of weed for fucking the whole time, for fucking since 1937. Okay. So what's up, y'all? What's up? So since 1937, they've been making money off of weed. It is contribute the prohibition of cannabis has contributed to the prison industrial complex, where corporations are making money off of the backs of human beings, and the way that they've gotten so many human beings in their prison system is because of prohibition, and that it like disproportionately affects minority communities. And like when we pass cannabis laws, we pass them in such a way that these corporations can go into those same communities that were harmed by cannabis in this way of ripping families apart. These corporations can go in and build their stores in there and build their cultivations in there, and then take that money from those people and then not put it back into those communities. Take it and put it into their own communities, back into the rich people's pocket. It's just all of those things. And it's why we're so passionate about it. But it's also why 15% of your tax dollars that you use to purchase legal weed because you didn't find a good underground cultivator. I'm sorry, I'm just joking you. But like, your money should not go in the pockets of the cops. It should not at all.
No. Mm-mm. Nope. They can incorporate those programs. Aren't they supposed to, have those programs anyway? Shouldn't they just automatically have that as part of their training? Like,
you would think, but
shouldn't that be included in their budget already? Like,
this is the real deal though. They don't care about you. They don't care about you. Here's the thing. We got all of these people that are coming to this debate also. They're all activists. They're all very they're advocates for the plant. They love this plant, right? The corporations don't care about you. They don't care about the plant. They don't care about what it does. They don't care about any of those things.
They care about the bottom line.
It's literally killing us. You guys, it's literally killing us. It's us that they're taking out. So I've told you guys that I have a friend that is where I have a couple friends, actually several friends, and this is happening to all of them. They're looking for jobs in the industry, and they've been a part of this industry in some way, shape, or form for decades. Okay. And they're having a hard time finding their way in the industry because the industry, these corporations, are not hiring cannabis professionals. They're hiring people who don't know anything about cannabis. They're hiring people who have cultivation experience in places other than cannabis, preferably outside of the cannabis industry. I was like, It's like they're pushing us out. What's up, Rudy? We're talking about, well, what we always talk about. So we're here every Monday and Wednesday before y'all leave. Hopefully you find us interesting and you stick around. But we're here every Monday and Wednesday at 4:20 Mountain Standard Time, 5:20 Central. We know we got a lot of people listening from the Central. So what we're talking about is just a whole lot of stuff, but basically how big money in our industry is. This is the subject now. It wasn't 5 minutes ago, I promise. But big money in the industry is literally taking us out of our passion space, out of the place that makes us happy. And the thing
taking
is
away
that
our affordable medical options.
yes. And the thing is that they brought us in, they lured us in, right? And then they took everything that we offered them. They took it from us. They saw that we were passionate and they sucked that passion right out, right? They took that passion, they used it to their advantage. And then they said, we don't need you anymore. We figured out how to do it on our own. So goodbye.
Or
and
they
then
think that they figured it out and
right.
they haven't.
And then they put out this cookie cutter cannabis. I'm telling you right now, your underground guy is growing better cannabis than any of these facilities. I don't give a fuck. I don't give a fuck. And I shop at dispensaries, right? I shop at dispensaries because I'm literally working on building out my own space. But honestly, I do have a couple new connections in Denver that I'm probably going to start utilizing because I haven't even looked at any of the options in Denver. I had some options here in Durango. And so I still, utilize those. But at the end of the day, your underground guy is growing better cannabis than any of those fucking facilities.
Because he cares. He doesn't care about
and the reason that he's growing
and the this
right.
and the that.
And the reason why these facilities aren't growing better cannabis is because the guy, your underground guy, was denied a job. He was denied a job.
And because he's got a record or not enough work experience in the industry as the legal industry. And so, again, we lose. And I've seen it. We've seen it. People, the OGs, the ones that have put this burden on their back to get the regulations going, being kicked out of the industry, being literally. I use this term. It's a stolen term from one of the TV show, but literally being brain raped, being sucked for their information, and then kicked out the door. It happened to you. It happened
to me at least twice. At least twice. I fell for it at least twice. I was just like, what happened? Because I thought things were going well, and it turns out no, they just needed my brain, what I had in my brain. They just needed it on paper.
And then they just take the little bit. They just take what they want. They're not taking in everything, and they're not paying you for everything. So that's where they lack. That's where it's going to stop.
I promise you, I've not talked to a single. I promise you, I've not talked to a single person that's been in this industry for a decade or more that has not happened to at least once.
At least somewhere. So many, and I've watched people just straight up, dispensary owners lose their facilities, due to one thing or another, being bought by a license, and then that, being told that they were going to be kept on, and then as soon as that license transferred, they were gone. And again, it sucks. You think that, and also you think I know a lot of people that came into the industry thinking that their people had their back, their people that they've been with forever had their back. And then as soon as, money was offered or people tried to steal them away,
now it's business. It's not personal. It's business.
And people were so quick
to
screw people over. I mean, I watched husbands and wives, and because I got to see all different areas of the state, that small mom and pops that started their dispensaries and then sold to, and and so the stories are abundant, and they're not unique.
Abundant, and we would love to have you on to tell them. Also, just so you guys know, because everybody's in the comments and we're talking about those fire underground growers, we are going to be in Missouri from at least the 17th to the 20th. We would love a sponsor. We would love a sponsor to help us out, hook some chicas up. We'll holler you out. We'll shout you out on the air for your kind sponsorship donations. Sponsorships. So, but yeah, exactly. Twice over, because the first time you thought it was an anomaly. You're like, this guy's just not, because you thought, I thought, she thought, they thought, we all thought that we were working with someone like us. We were working with someone like us, and we were going to build something amazing together. We're going to build this from the ground up. Let's do it together. And then goodbye, right? It's a painful fucking.
Did you just mute? Oh. It's been a while since we've had a technical difficulty. This is usually a staple of our show. And I'm not sure what's going on. Oh, microphone. Microphone issues.
We're good. I turned it and it came loose. So hopefully we're good.
There you are.
Let me know if y'all.
Yes.
I'll go old school. So you see, look, yeah, it's personally happened to me. It's happened to me. And you guys know what else happens? It happens to a lot of women, because they don't, no offense, guys, we love y'all, but for a long time, we weren't even allowed in. We had to like really prove our worth, and to get in was a struggle. And I get it. I mean, I understand a little bit why, but like also we bring something to the table, right? And there's a level of compassion that women have, and it transfers into that medicine. And I'm not saying, look, a lot of my grower friends are men, and they grow fire, y'all.
Raise up, bitches.
Fire. But also women bring some to the table too. And there's a lot of women I know that grow fire as well. Like, I mean, just some of the best shit I've ever smoked. And we want to be a part of this. So, but still there's this space where we're kind of pushed out. So the things that we do bring to the table, they're like, well, we could do that without you. Right.
Right. And again, that whole idea of, I think about just the way we spin ideas. If someone comes at us with like, hey, this is what I want to do, we're like, oh, you should do this and you should do this. And, we're very, and then we want to lift them up, and we want to, help them.
Yeah, we want to bring everybody with us. We want to just like, hey, let's go do this. Right. But
yeah. And then they we can do this. We can do this without you. We'll take that idea and we're going to make it happen. But again, they don't make it happen the way that
we would have done it exactly.
Right.
And there's some like, for us as a team, there are boundaries that we won't cross to get something done. There's like a certain space where we're like, that's unethical. That's going to hurt this community. That's going to be, it's just something that we wouldn't want to do. And so I always say this because I'm a child of the 80s, a teenager of the 90s. We both are. And I always say, man, sometimes I wish I was more cutthroat in business. I wish I was more cutthroat. Like, I wish I was going, like, don't care about nobody else's fucking feeling, nothing. Just go in there and just no matter what. But then I think about how, like, I mean, I guess if I was more cutthroat like that, maybe I wouldn't care about, maybe I would be less conscious of these feelings. But I don't know. I can't do something that I actively know is going to hurt other people. I can't, I can't go through with those things. And so that, I think sometimes that hinders me in business, but also I think it's a gift as well for me.
I think it's okay for us to hold people to standards. Yes.
Right. Keeps us from working with people that we would never want to be in the same room with.
We can still be business minded and not have to accept working with people that we don't want to work with. I feel like we don't have to, yes, there are we're going to have to sit in rooms and mingle with and be a part of those that we don't want to necessarily swim with all the time.
Right.
But we can have our boundaries, and say this is what we accept and what we won't accept. And yes,
Right.
maybe we'll lose something here, but we're going to gain something here and feel good about it.
Right. Every closed door is an open opportunity, honestly. This is kind of off topic, but I did have a story about closed doors and open opportunities. So before the show started, you guys know I like to, since we're talking about employers and how they don't care, I was actually working to get to this space, but your employer does not care about you. Okay. If you're not working for a small business, for certain, there's a high likelihood that your employer doesn't care about you. Amazon does not care about you. Those big companies, they don't care about you. They care about their bottom line at the end of the day more than anything else. And here's proof. Okay. So I'm talking to a friend of mine, and you have a place, and let's discuss that when we come out. We'll sit down, we'll talk about it, and let's figure out where your place is. It may not be, honestly, the legal industry keeps a lot of us out for a lot of reasons, for a million reasons. But okay, so back to my story. So this story she's telling me is about a person that was employed with this company for over 20 years. Okay. They're employed with this company for over 20 years, and then they have a bout of a health crisis. And so they go to handle that health crisis, and they go through HR of their company, and they do all of the paperwork, and they do everything. Now, this person has been a stellar employee for 20 years, no complaints, nothing, right? They do all of the paperwork and everything. And then they go into the hospital, they get their surgery, they get all of the other recovery stuff that they need to do. And then they have a comeback date. So by law, is under the Disabilities Act, you have to work it all out so that you can get your disability, and then they have to hold your job. If you especially if you have a date that you're certain coming back, they have to hold your job. So this was all worked out for this person. And then I don't know how, 2 months before they were supposed to come back, they got on a call with somebody, and that somebody said, "Oh, you were fired as of yesterday. Your benefits ended yesterday." So I think that's what they were on the call about, a benefits call. And they were like, "Oh, you were fired as of yesterday." They don't care about you. They don't care how good of an employee you are. They don't care that you've gone above and beyond and stayed late and worked for no pay. Somebody told us the other day, we were on it was Marion. I'm just gonna tell you, I'm sure she wouldn't care that we told you who it was. It was Marion. And she said that after she clocked out, she stayed an extra hour and a half or 2 hours. And I was like, I'm gonna need you to go adjust your time card. Stop working for free. They're stealing your resources. You are your resource, your energy, your output. That is your resource to trade with, and they're stealing it from you. Their resource is money. Their resource is money. So if you give them your output and your energy, they have to give you their resource in return, which is money, so that you can pay your rent. Stop working for free, y'all. Stop it. They don't care about 20 years, stellar employee. And it takes years, apparently, to train for that job. So they lost an expert in that field over not wanting to. Also, I think that the amount that they had to pay was less than $100 a month. Everything else was paid through the government, disability, through the state and everything.
It's crazy. And, and then apply that situation to
us.
And that's happening.
They don't care about you.
Thanks, Indica, for the shout outs and the connections.
Yes, thank you for bringing all these people in.
This is really awesome. We're really excited to be heading your way, Missouri, 16th through the 20th.
16th through the, well, we're leaving on the 16th, so 17th through the 20th is when we're leaving on the, we're planning on leaving on the 20th. That could change, but the plan right now is that we're leaving on the 20th. The plan right now. Okay, so just to catch everybody who came in, who just came in and kind of came in at the end of what we were talking about when we got here, we are having an Amendment 3 debate on the 19th. We are here every Monday and Wednesday at 4:20, unless we tell you different. At 4:20 Mountain Standard Time, that is 5:20 Central Standard Time, that is 6:20 on the East Coast, and that is 3:20 on the West Coast. We celebrate 4:20 with the West Coast on every show. So definitely set your alerts and your alarms so that you can tune in every week. We talk about a lot of interesting things. But the thing that's going to interest you the most, Missouri, is that we're having an Amendment 3 debate with a no side and a yes side. We would like maybe a couple of unsure how I'm going to vote moderators and bring your questions with you. If you do have questions for this debate, definitely inbox us. Oh, I thought I had a mouse. I don't have a mouse. Definitely inbox us at cannabiscloset420@gmail with any questions that you, and then all you have to put in the subject is Amendment 3, or maybe question Amendment 3, anything that would signify that we, this is for that Amendment 3 debate. And so we would love to have audience participation. We're looking forward to a 3-person on each side panel, so 6 people on the panel total. And yeah, we can do it virtually. We can have up to 8 guests with us, so we can do it virtually. But we're also looking for a spot to record in person so that we could facilitate not only our internet needs, but also a studio audience, needs as well. Because we would like to have some of y'all join us, and we would like to be able to smoke in that space. Now, I have not gotten in touch with Brennan. I know that the Cola Lounge has recently undergone some renovations or a move even. I think they moved, right? Maybe. So I'm not sure if they're even ready yet. And we need, we need sponsors for however you would like to sponsor us would be lovely. We would take food sponsors. We would take cannabis sponsors. We would take
gasoline sponsors.
Gas sponsors. We would take gas sponsors. We would take. We have a place to stay. And so we're handling that. But yeah, anything that you can help out with. I mean, at the end of the day, I'll be honest with y'all, we get it done, but sometimes it's a struggle, and any help would be lovely. We would appreciate it. We would definitely shout you out here. Probably there's some Queen Kitty in your future as well. Yeah, we can share some of our Queen Kitty stock. The Pop This is our current brand. Since we're there, I'll go ahead and do a quick commercial break. I feel like I haven't taken a breath today.
You are talking fast and hard, lady. Covering ground. I looked over. I was like, oh, we've only been on for 40 minutes, and I was like, we've covered a lot of ground. But no, it's good. It's good.
Yeah. We didn't really know what we were going to talk about today, so we're just kind of talking about everything. So this show is brought to you, as always, by Queen Kitty Seltzers. Pop This Kitty. This is our new label for our same delicious Pop This CBD seltzer. We have Nearly Naked, we have Bubblegum Burst, and we have Lemon Kiss. I'm in love with these new labels. I'm in love with them. You can see everything really nice and clearly. We blew everything up. There's a little piece of education on the back of every can. There's no yak in the back. So that means that you're not going to have an aftertaste with our drink. It's nice, refreshing. It tastes like water. It's delicious. Yummy, yummy, yummy. It's great for all ages. It's a little sassy.
There's our factoid.
That's us.
And you get a little picture of us.
That's
on
us.
There.
We'll sign it for you if you want. Put our signature on it. Yeah. We're gonna work on getting in some spots in St. Louis too. We are doing it in such a way that we do not want to step on any toes. We do have our parent company is in the area in Missouri and in St. Louis, and so is Brennan has some at the Cola as well. So we're definitely not looking to step on any toes, but they also, Brennan carries different flavors than we do. So we'd love to do some maybe collabs in spaces where he's at. And then yeah, get into those spaces where we're not being represented as a family, as a Be Mighty Kind family.
Yeah.
So that's what we're looking to do. Yeah. So Queen Kitty Seltzer, solo.to/Queen Kitty Seltzer. If you're looking for that, if you are in Colorado or really anywhere, you need some cannabis compliance help or cannabis education, you can give us a call at 970-426-5985. We are a cannabis education and compliance company. We are also certified to teach responsible vendor training in the state of Colorado, although we do teach it in other states as well, but Colorado has a certification that is required, and we have obtained that. You can hit us up also by email, customer service, cqllc@gmail.com, or check out our website, www.cq-llc.com. I'll be setting up a live class soon, and I will be inviting some people to take that live class for free. So keep your ears open for that. It's going to be amazing. As soon as I have a little space to put it in.
I know. Schedule. We got to sit down and do our schedule.
Yeah.
We have been definitely, we're going to come up with that phrase today before
What's another word for wall?
Okay. Well, I can't.
I want it to rhyme, and it's not going to.
Well, I was like, which word are we going with? Which would then we can get the rhymes going.
It's not gonna rhyme. Anyway,
I wanted to just remind as well, Rudy from Arkansas, we're looking to do something like this debate in Arkansas, or at least some kind of town hall. Let y'all know, get out there in the community and let y'all know what's really going on in Arkansas. Got a couple.
Rudy's in Arkansas. There. Yeah, we want to do this debate in Arkansas too.
Yes, and so and then Chris is also there, and then I've got somewhere a B&B that would definitely we would be able to stay. It is a 420 B&B, and I've been in touch with them just about show stuff. So we'll reach back out to them. So Arkansas, if you hear us, if you hear our call, put us in touch with anyone that has a knowledge connection. We'll definitely start looking into the local cannabis lobbyists, I guess. The different ones available there, right. And start there as well. So, but connections are always.
Connections and sponsorships. That's what we need.
It's always nice to have introductions and whatnot.
Yeah.
So we appreciate everything and anything, y'all.
So I had another story today, and it was about a person in Philadelphia. So I don't know if they're going to mute this. It's on Instagram. I feel like Instagram is maybe public-ish domain. But I follow Tizzy Entertainment, ENT, TIZZYENT. I don't know if you guys follow him or not, but I do. And so he posted a video about this person. So I'm just finding this video first. Okay. So he posted this video. This is of a young woman in Philadelphia. So I'm going to pull the video. Oh, hold on.
I wonder if you could share it to our socials, and if you like to see the full video, you can.
Yeah, I could definitely share it to. I can definitely share it to our socials for sure. Let me just turn my sound up on this.
I feel very shaken and violated right now. A media source took my OnlyFans content, which exists behind a paywall, and decided to leak it. This was done in conjunction while talking about my politics. I have been exploring another run. I haven't even announced yet, and the opposition is already putting up barriers against someone like me. Their issue with me is how I make a living, and yet they stole my intellectual property and put it out into the digital universe with the same intent of getting clicks, getting views, making money. We're the same, except I didn't steal from anyone and I didn't violate anyone's privacy. We need to show these kinds of people that we do not back down in the face of bullying. I'm planning on fighting this, and I need your help.
So her name is Alexandra Hunt, and she is a public health activist, a grassroots organizer, a soccer coach, and a 2022 Philadelphia congressional candidate. So if you're in Philadelphia, definitely look her up and see what she's all about. I did reach out to her today because I want to know a little bit more about her as well. And I absolutely think that's complete bullshit. And whoever did leak that should absolutely have to pay the price for leaking that information. Because how we make our money should not. First of all, this is such a prudish country. This country is so full of prudes. It's so weird to me. I went to I was in Greece for part of my
I feel very shaken
for part of my time in the Navy. I was in Greece, and I sent my sister like a small like alabaster statue of a Greek god, and it was naked. And she was like, I can't put this out on my mantle because there's a wiener, right? So I'm like, but like, what do you mean? It's this, first of all, this is from Greece. Bit. So we're such a prudish country. And even so much so that like I have thought about doing an OnlyFans when I've been like in a position where I'm just like, what in the fuck am I gonna do? I am banging, y'all. I could do an OnlyFans all day long. And even if I did not look how I look, I would still be banging and could fucking make you everybody. There are people in this world who love exactly who you are, what you look like, everything about you. There are people in this world that will pay you for your ugly ass feet. My feet are, they're not so ugly, but they're not beautiful like feet. They're not like, sometimes I get ingrown toenail and I have to go get a pedicure so that the guy can do like some minor surgery in the fucking, you know what I'm saying? Somebody will pay me to look at that. I'm not crossed that line. For me, it's a line, right? But should it be like it's just a job? First of all, do y'all know what the oldest profession in the world is? The oldest one? Selling the poon. She has the oldest history of employment opportunity. Well, Rudy, come back and see us again. We loved having you in the my brain's not working today in the comment section. Sorry.
And we'll definitely like hit you up to talk more
about Arkansas. So for somebody, and especially now, we know that this platform exists. We know that the people that are outing other people are using this platform and viewing this platform and paying people on this platform. Yet we are the ones that are getting shamed for making our money in this platform. Not the people spending the money on the platform, but the people who are providing the entertainment are going to be the ones shamed. Fuck all the way off. Like, fuck all the way off. I hope she gets elected. I hope she does run again. And I hope she gets elected based on this alone. Based on this, I mean, no, that's not true. I want her to have good policy. She seems very progressive and grassroots. She's a grassroots organizer. So I feel like, she probably is where we would lean, or I would lean at least. But yeah, like, what? Get out of here. I don't know. I thought about it because I'm not, anyways, I'm not even going to go there about, I'm just going to leave it alone. Just stop fucking with people. Stop, just like, let people live their lives. Why is it a bother to you that somebody else is living their life? It's because they're living their life happier and better than you are.
And listen, if you're hacking shit and doing shit, get rid of my student loans, please.
Can you hack something that's worth hacking? Can you fucking get rid of my fucking credit? I have credit card debt that I would like to get rid of, a student loan debt that I would like to remove. There's probably a couple of hospital bills that I'd like to have removed out of here. And you know what I'm saying? Like, do something productive with your time. Like, what are you doing hacking this girl's? What? Get out of here with that shit. I can't. I can't. Like, and I said this the other day, like, listen, Anonymous is going to hack my shit and leak my nudes, okay? Which are definitely private domain. I promise you that. They're not anywhere on no paywalls or nothing. They're nowhere. But what Anonymous, right? They went out on this like whole like Matrix style fucking, I don't know, message board bullshit. And then like, what did you really do? Like, put $1 million in my bank account, bitch. Like, get rid of my student loans. Like, do something about Donald Trump. I don't know. Like, do something useful instead of getting on the computer and making these veiled threats that don't mean anything. What are you doing out there, Anonymous? Please don't hack me. If you do hack me, please do it in a positive way.
Please punk me nicely.
Please put money in my bank account and then like erase my name from the student loan debt roster and pay off all of my credit cards. Like, tomorrow morning I wake up and my credit cards are like, bing, bing, you have full credit. Bing, 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 bing. Your car is paid off. Bing, bing, bing.
No debt. No debt.
I'm saying
that just as living and breathing is our give back to society, and we should. I know. We're here with a message.
Yeah, I just give me a credit score of 800, right? Why do credit scores? Fuck off with your credit score too.
Matter, right? Like,
y'all made that shit up.
That's one of those.
They made that shit up.
What scam is the scammiest scam that we all just have to play along? Yeah, we all just play along.
Hold on.
Like,
when was credit scores invented? It's a question on Google. I didn't even have to type it all in. It wasn't even invented until 1989. You guys, what the why are we living our lives by something that was created in the late 80s? Some of y'all weren't even there. There should be
an update? Yeah, can we get a reboot on this?
Nothing created in 1989 except for some beautiful human beings potentially should be even considered as something as a threat.
But not use
to your livelihood.
Juggle it around. Yeah, like
I can't. What you guys, let me tell you something. I'm going to tell you the reason I stopped watching Black Mirror. There's two. Well, first of all, the first episode of Black Mirror is the most disturbing thing I've ever seen in my whole entire life. And the idea that could actually take place is because it could actually take place. Anyways, we're not going to go into that episode. That's gross. There are 2 episodes that kind of got me. One of them was like this situation where you were either productive, doing production. Thank you. Doing like a productive thing, like creating energy. So there were like people on treadmills and bicycles and like producing energy like all day. Oh, it's 4:20 on the West Coast. I know that because her screen went black. Do. Okay, where's my? It's 4:20 on the West. I was like, her screen went black. It's 4:20 on the West Coast. So there would be people on these treadmills, right? And they were like earning energy, and they were on like bicycles and shit. And they would like throw their trash on the ground, and then there were like janitors that had to like clean up after them. And then they would go back to their little cubicle of a space, which was like a bedroom and a bathroom, right? Maybe like a little kitchenette. And everything was paid for. So to watch anything that you wanted to watch on TV, you had to pay to watch that thing. Otherwise, you had to watch all their paid advertisements and shit, or whatever they wanted you to watch. And then, which wasn't like, news propaganda. It was like entertainment shows and shit like that. And then like, when you put toothpaste on your toothbrush, the little squeeze cost you money. Like every little dab of squeeze out of your toothpaste.
Everything about life was a la carte.
It was a la carte, right? So, then, this guy was friends with this girl, and she had like a great sing. I don't remember everything about the episode, but she had like a great singing voice. And so then they both went on this like America's Got Talent type of show, right? But before she went on, they gave her a can of something. They handed her like a can of drink or something, or whatever, a cup, can, whatever, and told her to drink it. And she was like, no, thank you. And they were like, you have to drink this. And she was like, no, thank you. And it's inhibition juice. So it's like they were giving her like what alcohol does to you, but like that. So that she would come out and like, so she didn't take it, right? She didn't drink it. And so she just went out there to sing, and people booed her, take your top off. The judges were telling her to do like this scandalous shit, right? And she wouldn't do it.
Because she didn't drink the juice.
Because she didn't drink the juice, right? And then but then she succumbed to the peer pressure later and ended up having this like career or whatever. Anyways, it was this whole thing, but it really got to me about how like socially we're kind of programmed to go with the flow and be with the crowd. And then the other one, that this one's more closely related to like social media. The other one that got me was there was this one that was very closely related to social media. It was about social media. So there was this one, and your social media score matters. So people were just always like this, right? And you could walk by somebody and judge them, and on whatever, if they bumped into you, you could down their score like immediately. And so this girl gets invited to this like really popular girl's wedding, and she's super excited. Her social media points start going up, right? But then she does something, and it's like this like such a human thing that she did. It was maybe like she bumped into somebody and didn't say sorry, or something like that, or made an ugly face at something, or like had a human reaction. I can't remember exactly what it was. But then that person like downed her score, and then the people around that person downed her score, and then her score kept going down. And then in order to get certain jobs, you had to have certain score on your social media. In order to get on a plane, you had to have a certain score on your social media. In order to rent a car, you had to have a certain score. In order to get a hotel, in order to get food, right? She ends up in jail with a 0 social media score at the end. She ends up in jail.
It's like the modern day Twilight Zone.
Right. Do you know how realistic it was? It was such a reality. I was like, you know what? I can't watch this show anymore. Like I can't. So I'm not seeing very much of that show, because the creators of that show did such a good job at making it seem so realistic. It was a reality. it could happen in the digital age that we live in. It could happen. This could be the beginning of that happening in the future.
But then there would be the communes of people that were like tech free, you know,
right?
Like, nope,
Exactly.
not doing that at all.
Exactly.
We will.
But people
nope.
who grew up on tech
right.
and lived on that social media score, that's why they would end up in jail, right? Because they wouldn't even know how to function in a society without it.
Yeah. That's crazy. That's
and we're working with a group that is telling us to increase our social media presence. It's extremely, social media is actually, if you use social media as an actual tool and not just a place where you just kind of spout off bullshit and take, you know, sometimes post pictures of your fun vacation.
Or go down a rabbit hole of puppy videos.
Oh, or something. But if you're actually using it as a tool, it is exhausting. Oh, it's exhausting. There are rules. There are rules.
So many rules.
There's so many rules, and there's so many apps with different rules and different engagement and different necessities.
I have SOPs, y'all, on it all because I can't. I gotta keep track of it.
A lot. And we're 45. So 40.
So we're trying to 45. Like merge. We're trying to merge our brain.
There's a big part of me that wants to. When is that spark gonna happen? We just go back to the 80s and have to like fucking go through like fucking card files to find somebody's phone number and like boop 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 boop, or no, like rotary.
Don't kid yourself. Why I got a box of business cards in my.
Would that phone number even work anymore though? Because it's all our cell phone numbers,
right? Hey, I got a landline. I got a landline phone that works.
Do you the upstairs dog is barking. Do you want to do a history moment from our link?
Do we have that computer? Yeah, as my computer just shut down.
Oh no.
Well, it's she just tired.
I was gonna do.
She's not coming back. Maybe not. The link is there if you would like to.
Okay, I'll get it. I'll hit that link. Is it in today's show notes?
It is. Yes, it is in today's. What is going on? What's going on? Oh, Mac.
Here we go. Oh, can I just? Okay, I can do that. Okay, great.
What's happening?
It's redirecting me. So I have to scroll down a little bit because you covered a bunch of these. Did you cover Gloria Estefan?
I did not. I think maybe I read her quickly, or maybe just because but we can expand.
She is known as the Queen of Latin Pop in the Songwriters Hall of Fame. She was born in September 1st, 1957. She's a Cuban American. I'm opening up her story right now. These are Gloria Estefan quotes and lesson ideas under this link. That's what it says. She's a bilingual singer. She's known for combining Latin rhythms, dance, and pop music. And she got her start in a group, in the group Miami Sound Machine.
Whoop, whoop. Miami Sound Machine.
I loved it. The music is, this is something she said, the music is one of the beautiful things that has survived the Castro regime. I've played for audiences all over the world, but I've never played for a Cuban audience. For Emilio, who is her husband, and me, the music is the one tie to our homeland. So that's sad that she never got to play at home. She was born in Havana. She was 2 when her family fled Cuba because Castro ended up taking over at the end of 1958. They relocated to Miami. She was mostly raised by her mother. Her father was in the Vietnam War, and he was diagnosed with multiple sclerosis when she was a child. She used music to kind of run away from any stress and issues as a child. So she used it as her therapy. She was the lead singer for Miami Sound Machine. Emilio Estevan was the keyboardist, discovered her in 1975, invited her to join the band, and then they ended up getting married in 1978, and they are still together. See, love does exist. She was the lead singer of a group which experienced international success with songs across both English and Spanish. Their 1985 song, Conga, was a major crossover hit. Y'all know it. I want to dance to it right now. Yep. In the 1990s, the group's tour bus was in an accident, and her husband suffered a severe back injury. However, she stunned fans in 1991 when she came back as a solo artist and started topping the charts as a solo artist. So yeah, she's especially important to Latin music in the United States for her fusion of Latin rhythms with pop music and for paving the way for other Latin artists to follow in her footsteps. And then there's a coloring book page that you can color Gloria Estefan.
So that's I think I cool. linked that on our Facebook page at the beginning.
Y'all want to print that out?
Heritage Month.
Y'all can print it out and color Gloria Estefan. That would be great.
Yes.
And then send it back to us. We will put them. We will share them on the show. If y'all do that and then take a picture and send it to us, we'll share them on our social media page. So maybe we'll go into that link and share that picture again. If you guys want to color it and send it back to us, then we'll share it. Social media is not
this is where we need the Cannabis Closet adult coloring book.
Yeah, we do need an adult coloring book, and we'll work on that amongst other things. We do have some Queen Kitty merch
seltzers so that I can just become art director and pump out these things.
Yeah, no, so we can so she can do that, and then we can or we could, she would be the director. I feel like my vision is that you would be the director of art, but we would have somebody on your team so that you could take care of.
Out. Yes.
So that you could take care of the business stuff that owners have to take care of.
Yes. Director
Estevez. Yeah, that's when I saw it. That's the first thing I thought too, and I was like, those are two different people. I thought Emilio Estevez too, but hubba, he was so hot. Okay. Let's see. I'm gonna try to find us a good would you rather today. I'm just gonna scroll to the hundreds. I feel like that's too easy for some of y'all. Let's see. Okay. Here's one. This is weird. I don't. Wait. Okay. Would you rather? I have two, so I don't know which one to choose. Would you rather be really good at riding horses, like amazing at riding horses, or amazing at driving dirt bikes? Horses or dirt bikes, Shaw? Horses or dirt bikes?
Oh, this is a tough one because this, for both, I'm like,
both are badass.
Yelling at me, yes to both.
Yes. I want to excel at both of those things.
Thanks, Lisa. We'll be in touch and talk soon.
Yes, we will.
Have a good night. Yes, I love horses.
Yeah.
Dirt bikes on your way out. We got, let's see. Oh no, sorry. That was Libby.
Libby, yeah.
I was the LI. No,
she's still here.
Yes.
Dirt bikes. I think it would be cool to be proficient at dirt bikes. And if you're proficient at dirt bikes, you could probably be proficient at other bikes.
Yeah, right? I do love horses.
And I do love their energy. And I agree with you that Yeah. Yeah. Both will make your thighs sore.
Both are expensive.
Both are expensive.
I feel like, but I mean, you don't have to own the horse to be the best rider, right? Well, yes, for you, little Bobby, yes, that's definitely a given.
Yeah, that's a given for you, little Bobby. No sense in starting now. I mean, I don't blame you. I got back problems.
But put me on a motorbike.
I know.
I don't know. I'm gonna say motorbikes. I'm gonna have to go. As much as I love horses, I can get their energy by chilling and not being the best rider.
I don't know. I would probably say horses. Horses. I used to be engaged to a mechanic. He didn't work on motorbikes, but I've just never really one of my mentors gets new cars all the time, and he's like, and I think they're cool. And he's like, look at this, look at that. He's all cool. And I'm like, it's dope. It looks dope. I like the way that the old cars look and all that stuff. But I'm just not really into motor vehicles.
Oh, see, I do have a tiny,
It's in the 80s. Yeah, I don't know. I also, I don't know. I mean, if I'm good at it, I guess it doesn't matter what kind of horse it is. So, maybe a horse for me. They are majestic as fuck.
They're smart as fuck too.
They can carry a lot of shit too. Y'all, when we went to I went to India and Malaysia for a class trip when I was in college. I was in my mid-30s. But I went and I enjoyed shit out of myself. Mostly I did have a panic attack one night, but anyways, but when we hiked the Himalayas, we were on a class trip, so we had people take our gear and everything, and those horses can carry so much shit. Also, I kind of felt bad for them too. There were horses and donkeys. They were both. I feel kind of bad for them, but also, and not that I need to carry a lot of shit all the time, but if you're in a situation, how much shit can you carry on a dirt bike? I don't know why I think about shit like that. They're just big, strong, majestic creatures. I want a big, strong, majestic creature between my thighs. That's y'all get some Queen Kitty. Pop this kitty, put it in your mouth.
Put it between your thighs while you're driving.
Yeah. Yeah. So I think I would go with a horse. I've just never been super excited about motor vehicles. Also, I was in a motorcycle accident when I was younger. He said enough. Never enough. There's never enough. I was in a motorcycle accident when I was 18. The bike landed on my knee. I think there's still probably some issues surrounding that. They didn't really do nothing but put me in a temporary straight cast. So there's that. Yeah. I wanted to have 4 wheels. I'm more comfortable with 3 to 4 wheels on the vehicle. Yeah.
Yes, but if you're an expert.
You're right. But that's why I wouldn't choose a motorcycle, because I don't think I would ever be an expert on a motorcycle. But I guess maybe face your fears, right? Just go for it. We have a friend in Missouri who rides skateboards really fast downhill, and he's our age, and I'm just like, what the fuck? What? Wow, that's scary. But it's kind of cool.
But I do that. I don't think I go as fast. Well, no.
Nah, he's and down.
How fast do you think he goes on? Do you know?
I don't know, but it's on a road where cars are. I know that.
I've clocked my speed on a snowboard, so I mean I know I've definitely hit.
Yeah, but you're not running traffic.
No, fuck no. But I gotta.
Yeah, he's on 4 wheels and potentially gonna run into traffic. And like when you snowboard down like a straightaway, you're pretty. I mean, it's not this like suit like without potential danger, but like it's like a road with potential like potholes and like. I mean, I guess you could have like potential.
Oh no, I'm saying all of that happens. I mean, I do not ride like that, but there are some crazy motherfuckers up here that will bomb shit like the street skateboarders like that. Like they will straight point it. Hopefully,
right.
They are good enough to go around you versus you getting out of their way. But like
the thing, because I would not be able to get out of nobody's way. But yeah, I mean, I'm just like watching his videos. And I'm just thinking about how shitty the roads are in Missouri, first of all. And second of all, that I was like, one day I asked him, I was like, how there's not going to be a car? Because he's going like around blind curves and shit. How there's not going to be a car? And he's like, we don't.
You don't. So Jess, one day, she used to live over there by Lookout Mountain. And she was going up there just to, for some, sunset or whatever. And these dudes were at the bottom and they're like, can we grab a lift up to the top? And she's like, yeah. So she takes them up to the top and they, obviously explain what they're doing. And she's like, all right. So she follows them down and records them as they're going down Lookout Mountain, which is this fucking, like, of these dudes doing that.
It's exhilarating, but also I'm not going to be the one on the thin piece of whatever. That's the only thing between me and the road is that little piece of cardboard. No.
Yeah.
Yeah, I can't get out of my own way sometimes too. I'm saying. Anyway, I think we are reaching the end of our show.
I think so too. I've gotta, yes.
We got some stuff to do. I'm going to take a break. I don't know. There's something happening downtown. I don't know. I got to look into it. We'll see. I'm in town, so maybe I'll enjoy it.
Mm-hmm.
You guys, make sure that you be nice to yourself. Be nice to yourself. Put your mask on before assisting others. It's very important. You can't help others if you're broken down into a crumbled pile. You can't do it.
Yes, self-care. Cultivate love. Bring it to you. You deserve it.
You deserve to be loved. You are worthy of love.
And if you need some love,
we got it.
We got some for you.
We got you.
Thanks, Libby.
And stay lifted.
Stay lifted, y'all.
See y'all on Monday.